Can you hear it?
That's the predator one?
Yep.
If you've counted yourself at any point among the children
Over there?
Yep.
fascinated by the dinosaurs at the Science Museum of Minnesota,
Look at that one right there!
this would be a good time to acknowledge
This is the main collection vault.
some prehistoric passion.
These are all skulls.
No bones
They're all crocodiles.
without it.
Did you collect some of these?
Yeah, all of them.
Bruce Erickson brought dinosaurs to Minnesota. All of the dinosaurs you see in the gallery here are because of Bruce Erickson.
The Science Museum of Minnesota had no dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
When in 1959, it hired a native Twin Cities paleontologist that engaged in what he describes as grunt work in a lab at the Field Museum in Chicago. Bruce was hired
Yeah.
on one condition.
Then I had to promise that I'd collect a dinosaur for the museum.
2 years later, in Montana, Bruce delivered.
This is Triceratops.
To this day, Bruce's discovery is one of only 4 real Triceratops on display in the world, and the largest of them. But Bruce
I think you say it's in your blood.
was just
Small horses.
getting started.
In about 1974.
For decades, Bruce assembled teams for expeditions in North Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming, gathering specimens for the Science Museum, sleeping in tents.
I spent about probably a third of my life under canvas in the Army and in the field.
While filling both public galleries and a research vault
And these are some of the vertebrae.
with hundreds of thousands of fossils. The volunteers in the museum's paleontology lab speak of Bruce in terms normally reserved for childhood sports heroes
I've followed Bruce's career since I was a kid.
or Indiana Jones.
Yes, he's the one with the broad brim hat. He was a striking figure.
As dashing in that hat as he was dustily determined beneath it.
Those old boots are out in the hallway, in the case.
The pursuit of knowledge, I think, drives him.
Hasn't stopped driving Bruce on his road to 86.
This is a skull.
Barely a blip
32 million years old.
in a place like this.
Cut right through here.
Bruce could have cut his retirement cake 20 years ago.
But there's so much to do here. That's why I stayed.
And stay he will. When end of the month, he'll be joining the ranks of the volunteers, coming to the Science Museum as chairman of paleontology, emeritus.
Oh, sure.
Bruce Erickson kept going for 58 Science Museum years. And still, he'll be going for what might just lie ahead around the next bend.
Here's an interesting thing.
Boyd Huppert, KARE 11 News, St. Paul.